compressor and all this stuff. And honestly, since I started connecting my microphones directly to my iPad Pro, I had to turn the volume up and not do all that gain staging. And now that I'm actually doing it this way, the meters on my audio interface actually show you if I'm truly clipping or not. And yeah, it seems like it's less sensitive now for some reason as well. For some reason. Like I have less tendency to clip, and I don't even need a compressor. This is really interesting. Maybe gain staging was a big lie. It was a big lie. The big gain staging lie. So yeah, that really changed up the way that I do my videos now. I don't use any effects. I don't use a compressor. I don't use it. Oh my god, it looks amazing on the meters. I was having a lot of difficulty with it, like clipping over petty sounds. Petty sounds. Maybe I still do, I don't know. But at least it's accurate. I think it's accurate anyway. The meters. Testing. I think the meters are actually accurate for once. And I also don't have to turn my headphones up when I'm monitoring my audio extremely loud. Because when you're gain staging, you have to turn your headphones up by 10 decibels. And then when you're done monitoring and you play something on the computer, it blows your ears out by 10 decibels. So I think I'm actually doing it the correct, normal person way. You guys probably don't even know what I'm talking about. But it's just, don't gain stage. Don't do that nerdy stuff. So many people are like, oh, I use EQ. I use EQ on my headphones. I use EQ on my microphones. I use effects on my stuff. Oh, I use LUTs on my camera video. People convolute everything. They convolute everything. They make it all difficult and overwork it. So you're telling me that you play with the colors? You play with the colors. They're no longer accurate after you do that, right? They're no longer accurate after you play with the colors. So I'm gonna throw on a LUT, or I'm gonna dig my videos into like Adobe Premiere or Adobe After Effects, and I'm gonna like change all the colors around. Dude, stop it. I think the only reason why somebody would want to do that is if they really hate their camera. So like when I bought this camera, let me tell you this. When I bought this camera, the Sony a6400, I looked at every other camera from like a Nikon, Canon, Panasonic, or whatever, all these different brands, Fuji, and there's something called color science. So each company like has their own colors. It's really weird. And I bought a Canon camera and it looked terrible. Overly contrasted, overly saturated. Skin tones looked yellow. It looked terrible. So I started doing research, and Sony cameras, oh my god, Sony cameras, they have the image quality that I'm looking for. And guess what? That means since it gives me the results I want, I don't have to take it into After Effects or use LUTs and screw with the colors. It is the same like if you buy a microphone or a headphone and you're trying to use EQ to make it sound the way you want, or other effects. You gotta do the work to find that every microphone sounds different. They all sounded different. So that's the reason why I put in the work to understand measurements and tonality and tuning of audio equipment. So you don't have to sit there with EQ and boost the bass and the treble and try to fix it. And a lot of times you can't fix it because there's huge peaks and cuts and degradation. Destroyed frequency regions. You learn about all of this. A lot of you guys have no idea. Like when you listen to a microphone, you're like, oh, that's like the Shure SM7B. That's a dynamic microphone. That's a dark, woolly microphone. Wow. Of course it's going to sound like that but it's actually on the frequency response as well. There's a huge treble cut. So a lot of times it's on the graphs. Same with the microphone. Like a lot of times bad sound quality, tonality problems. It's just like a huge peak and a huge cut on the frequency response. That's all it is. And a lot of people don't know that. So I was being very minimalistic on this channel because, I was trying to battle all of my addictions. I was trying to battle my eating disorders, my drinking disorders, my video game disorders. I was getting pretty unhappy because the only thing left was working out, asking you guys if you were working out, and just trying to force a lot of stuff. I was getting kind of bored, telling you guys to be as boring as possible, be as minimalistic as possible. And a large part of that is because, I've made, I still think that you have to be productive, okay? And from my experience, making, gaming videos was never worth it. I could make other types of videos. They would get a lot more views, and it would make revenue. It would grow. But for me, gaming videos were just, pointless. And they still kind of are, are you learning anything? Are you growing by playing 50 matches of Call of Duty? No, you're not. So it gets to the point where, this is brain dead, run and gun, pointless fun. And I think some people try to alleviate that by playing as many games as possible, different video games, and you guys probably have noticed that on this channel. I'm not sticking to one video game. I would lose my mind probably if I played 10 matches of the same game back to back to back to back. But I was also kind of losing my mind making the same types of ramble microphone videos and glass tapping and stuff. I was starting to lose it. So I can monitor my audio now. The meters are giving me correct information. So sometimes, I have evolved as I have gotten better, I think, lately. I have learned how to master the iPad. It was not a complete waste. Oh God. I know so many people that waste. I know people that will buy a $2,000, $3,000 laptop and literally put it in their closet or put it in a drawer, and then they go to work. I know people that go to work all day, every day, and then they buy multi-$1,000 laptops and stuff, and they just put it in a freaking drawer. It's just like George Carlin said, you buy all this stuff, and when you get it, you don't even like it anyway, so you just put it in a drawer. Everything that I buy, I try to use, and if I don't use it, I get rid of it. I don't like that. That makes me clip sometimes. Gotta be careful. Okay, that clipped. Okay. So, as long as you're being productive and keeping busy, that's a big plus. I talked about you have to fill your schedule. And I cut out so much stuff. I was getting a little frustrated. I don't know how much gaming, I'm still having fun. I am having fun with my iPad for once. Like I said, I would not be playing. Okay, get this. I would not be playing these games on my iPad if I wasn't producing videos. I'm actually having fun producing ASMR videos with the video games. But the games themselves, I think some of you guys don't understand this, especially if you're gamers still. I prefer these days to try to make things productive, try to make things games, I'm at that point where I'm like, okay, I don't feel like making a video right now. I'm kind of not motivated. I don't have anything to talk about. Oh, video games. Video games. I got all these video games I can play. You know, usually, like, if I'm not in the mood to make a ramble like this, if I've got like 10 different video games, I can be like, I kind of feel like talking about that video game, or maybe making like a lecture tutorial, you know, teaching you guys something, you know, just some variety, you know. I really like that. 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 I'm always checking the meters, checking. Okay, click. Checking how accurate the meters are. Okay. So, I hope you guys are enjoying the gaming videos. I had some fun making them. And I'm probably missing out on so many other games that are on the iPad. I am impressed. I have seen so many people make videos like they buy the Samsung Tab S8 and they compare it to the iPad Pro, and they're like, oh, the Tab S8 is bigger, you know, it has a couple of benefits, but they end up switching back to the iPad Pro because it just runs so smooth. Like, I have pure confidence that I can boost the graphics to maximum. I can record the gameplay on the iPad, and I get rock solid frame rate. Rock solid frame rate. Hey, if you want to start a YouTube channel, get an audio interface like a Motu M2, connect it into your iPad. You know, play some video games, whisper into some microphones, and you got a gaming ASMR channel with an iPad and a microphone. You don't, no computer required at all. No computer. And with my audio interface connected to the iPad, I can use my headphones. I can use my studio headphones to play games on the iPad Pro. It is a complete studio. It is a complete studio. My iPad Pro is a complete studio, gaming studio. And I got a controller. 5 days for a refund, and I was fixing to wait another, because they said the refund would take 10 days. And if I did that and they didn't really cancel it, I wasted 10 days.